Good morning, dear students. Chapter number 20, Our Culture and Heritage. Reading is going on. Yesterday, I told you about what is heritage, the traditions or beliefs which we learn from our parents or grandparents. That is heritage. And social behavior of a particular society, that is called culture. So, children, yesterday I told you about dresses, dances, languages and music. And today we'll read about more. So let's start from reading from page number 132. Children, yesterday I told you about music. Music is actually the soul of dance, and there are two styles of music in India. One is Hindustani music, and which was developed in the North India, and Carnatic music, which was developed in South India. Okay, and variety of musical instruments also that are used in India are sitar, veena, sarod, flute, mridangam, tabla, dholak, violin. Okay. Our musical instrument used in North India, harmonium, tabla, dholak, shenai, sarangi, santoor, flute. These are all about music. Let's read more about music. There have been many great singers in our country since the earliest times. And in our class, in class 4, many of the singers, many of very good singers are here. And I hope कि आप लोग बहुत अच्छा sing करें and heights पे जाएं. Okay? So today I'm telling you about at first Tansen. Tansen sang in the court of Emperor Akbar. He was a very great singer, Tansen. Okay? Today, Pandit Jasraj, vocalist, Ustad Zakir Hussain tabla, Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia flute, and Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Sarod are some famous names in the classical music world. Okay, different musical instruments are used in classical music world. You can see here an artist performing Karnataka music. And I told you names of a few instruments also. Veena, sitar, sarod, chennai, flute, harmonium, tabla, mridangam are some popular musical instruments. Now we'll read about architecture. So architecture. So what is the meaning of architecture? Children, architecture is a method, or you can say art of designing and constructing buildings. Okay. So it's the art of designing and constructing buildings. Children, you can see and so many buildings, good, some well-known famous temples also, like Meenakshi temple at Madurai, Kailash temple at Ellora, Dilwara temple Mount Abu में है, Sun temple Konark में है. These all are famous architecture buildings, right? And let's read about. We can see glimpse of our culture. At first, what's the meaning of glimpse? Glimpse होता a momentary or partial view. उसको बोलते हैं glimpse of our culture or civilization in some of our historical monuments. These buildings were designed by the master craftsmen of the past. Okay. So now you can read about the Kailash temple at Ellora was carved from a single rock. जो कैलाश टेम्पल है एलोरा में वो एक सिंगल रॉक पे बनाया हुआ है. That is Kailash temple. There are numerous temples. Numerous means great in numbers, means many. There are many temples, numerous temples, which are really wonderful. Some of these are Sun temple at Konark, Khajuraho temple in Madhya Pradesh, Dilwara temple at Mount Abu in Rajasthan, Shiv temples at Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu, Meenakshi temple in Madurai. Okay, लेकिन जो मुगल्स थे ना, they also brought their own style. मुगल्स भी लाए अपना style. Okay, and you can see Taj Mahal in Agra. Wonderful. Its dome and its minarets is a beautiful monuments with its dome. So what is the meaning of dome? Dome होता है बेटा hollow upper part होता है एक of a sphere. Sphere का जो upper part होता है ना hollow upper part. Okay, that is called dome. And minarets, tall tower attached to a mosque. That is minaret. Okay, it's beautiful monuments. Lakhs of tourists visit it every year. Humayun's tomb, Jama Masjid, and Red Fort in Delhi are also examples of the grand architecture. The forts at Agra, Gwalior, Jaisalmer, Chittorgarh, and Golconda are equally majestic. Majestic means magnificent, means extremely beautiful, extraordinary beautiful. The meaning of majestic. You can see here in the pic, Red Fort, Golconda Fort. The British brought over them new style of architecture. The style can be seen in the office buildings and churches. Okay, Victoria Memorial in Calcutta was built in Renaissance. Okay, what is the meaning of Renaissance? It's a period in European history that followed the Middle Ages and that was ended in 17th century. Okay, that is Renaissance. Clear? The Victoria Terminus, the railway station of Mumbai, was built in the Gothic style. The Rashtrapati Bhavan, the Parliament House, and the north and south blocks of the Secretariat in New Delhi are some beautiful specimen of British architecture in India. The churches of Goa are fine example of Portuguese architecture. Some other building monuments include the Hawa Mahal in Jaipur, Charminar in Hyderabad, Lotus Temple and Akshardham Temple in Delhi. Have you visited there? And Lotus Temple or Akshardham Temple? Just write in the comment box if yes. Okay. So these all about the architecture. So you know now India is well known as the land of temples, mosques, churches, palaces, forts. Okay. So now we'll talk about paintings. Paintings, we can express our feeling in many ways. You know, जब हमारा मूड खराब होता है तो हम कुछ ड्रॉ ऐसा करते हैं जो एक्सप्रेस होता है उससे. ओके जब हम बहुत हैप्पी होते हैं तो हमारे जो एक्सप्रेशन है वो हम अपनी पेंटिंग्स में भी देख सकते हैं. वी कैन एक्सप्रेस आवर फीलिंग इन मैनी वेज. यू नो अर्ली ह्यूमन यूज्ड टू डू इट बाय पेंटिंग ऑन द वॉल्स ऑफ केव्स. है ना, वो जो पेंटिंग्स होती थी शो सीन ऑफ हंटिंग्स. वी कैन सी सम ऑफ देम एट भीमकेता, भोपाल के पास मध्य प्रदेश में है भीमकेता. There are beautiful paintings on the walls of Ajanta caves in Maharashtra. Okay, so let's read about paintings at first. Paintings is one of the oldest and most important art. Early men lived in caves. They used to draw pictures. The pictures drawn on the walls of caves have been found in many parts of the world. Mainly, they are the animals that they used to hunt. The Mughal emperors invited painters from other countries to their courts. These artists made the art of miniature painting. So, what is the meaning of miniature? Mini as it indicates small, but highly detailed painting जो होती है उसको बोलते हैं miniature painting. So clear? Rajput kings also supported these artists. The painting depicts scenes from the battle of Rajput kings and life in their courts. They also tell stories from the life of Lord Krishna. So you can see here is the example of cave painting. Here the pic of cave painting. So it's clear. So next page, everybody. If you live in a big city, you can visit an art gallery and see the paintings of modern artists. So, it's clear. So, now we'll read about our festivals. Many festivals are celebrated in India. These festivals are of three main types. National festivals include Independence Day, Republic Day and Gandhi Jayanti. National festivals को whole country celebrate करता है, India celebrate करता है. These are three national festivals. Just keep in mind. Okay. Republic Day celebrations, you can see here Independence Day celebration at the Red Fort. So clear? So now you will see we celebrate many religious festivals. Religion से related होते हैं, such as Diwali, Dashera, Durga Puja, Ganesh Chaturthi and Christmas, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Juha, Guru Parv, Buddha Purnima and Mahavir Jayanti. Okay, so these are the pics of Diwali, Eid al-Fitr. Some festivals are celebrated in particular season. Basant Panchami and Holi are festivals of spring. Baisakhi in Punjab, Bihu in Assam, Pongal in Tamil Nadu and Onam in Kerala are harvest festival. Festivals are fun. We decorate our houses, wear new clothes, and eat sweets. The people freely mingle with one another as guest or host on festival day. They celebrate together. In this way, they maintain cordial relation and unity. Okay, so this is all about the chapter number 20. So children, you have to read this chapter very carefully. You have to keep in mind that people in India celebrate their festivals together. Unity in diversity is here. India has a rich tradition of music. Classical dances of India are famous throughout the world. People dress differently in different parts of the country. The Constitution of India recognizes 22 languages, and Hindi is the official language of India. Many national, religious, and harvest festivals are celebrated in India. So you have to read this chapter thoroughly. You have to underline that important lines, important things. Okay, so okay children, tomorrow we'll do the exercises part. Have a nice time.